Gods can shine too in terms of absorbing Gravitas that are built faster by Prophet.
Well, inside track here to the point for the side of the Defiant stun. Forward on a Shark, but unable to find that kill. So now Cap going to be coming in for Toronto. On the way towards that Earth Shadow. Shark, he gets pushed out behind the London Spitfire. They collapse. Prophet comes up with that kill. Now that big beefy shield to stand behind, they can advance over onto the point, try to clean up the rest of these members from the Defiant. Ivy to be taken down. This should just be the cleanup to a very fast flip, getting ready to come through for the London Spitfires and look to finish off these 2 remaining members.
You know, everyone's heard the term, oh, that trance a little bit questionable here from Neko. I don't think that's going to be able to turn this, especially with Nuss grabbing the double. But everyone's heard the term getting worked into neutral, and that's what happened to Shark there. It's not about a 1v1 matchup, Orion versus Orion. It's about displacing your opponent's team's Rhine, killing him early, and that's what we just saw there. That's how Shark died early. I'm going to take a look at Nuss. He's able to turn this, or rather guarantee this. The trance comes out, and he's like, nope, you're not recontesting this one.
Yeah, and I mean, without that boop coming through for Nuss, perhaps Toronto Defiant can hold on a bit longer, if not back a little bit longer. Might have to retreat back to try to get that mega pack, but they know that he is not in the fight. Bob's gonna be coming through as the double grab comes in. Shield gets raised by Jester just in time to block that one out. And Fury still comes up with the kill. Shattered down from Shark, managed to find 2, but the beat's gonna be there. So London Spitfire still looking to win out the fight. Nothing but blue in that kill feed. Nearly the boop up there onto Gods. Just managed to zip his way back up top. Shadow down straight into the shield of Shark. The one ult gonna be used, but now the grab comes in. Transcendence out from Neko as they try to stay alive. The instant grab's coming through. The Fury says no. Let's take that one away. The pin is good on I'm37. So advantage still here for the London Spitfire. Now 2 men down on the side of the Toronto Defiant is trying to hold out hope, but Jester, he's gonna shut that down with a shatter. Cleanup kills coming through. OT plummets away 100 to 39%. Spitfire are able to take Lighthouse. He's looking to separate them a little bit, but now Shark forward. He's gonna try to charge back, but with that animation standing still for so long, will get taken down. Fury comes up with a double. They just gonna go up the side. Oh, Nuss, can he recover? Can he recover? He's trying. He's so close, and he's got it.
So,
London to retreat back over onto the point, trying to keep control of this, but Fury, a little late to the party, will get popped out and taken down.
now let's see. Ooh, very heavy commitment.
Managed to find Mendoza, the shield comes in from Nuss's sound barrier. He does not die, but the point does get flipped over into the favor of the Toronto Defiant for now. On the line.
They've got to transport though.
Oh, Jester. Dangerously low. They barely trying to keep him alive. Now the grab is coming in, and Shark's going to be taken down. They baited him forward
so hard.
With Jester's HP bar. Knew that they could keep him topped up. Don't even have to use the Transcendence for it. And Toronto Defiant, the blood was in their eyes. They push up to try to get that kill, and now it costs them potentially.
So smart by London Spitfire.
Finally managed to find him. The grab comes in. Does catch them here. Sound barrier out to try to win the fight. They can actually be able to extend this. Mendoza goes forward, but Prophet's already killed himself off with those right clicks. The Transcendence doesn't really mean anything. Fury is going to be zipping back. Mendoza gets tagged up. The pin coming through, manages to catch him. Toronto Defiant, they do not lose the point there. So despite the bait tactics coming in from the London Spitfire, Toronto Defiant managed to come out on top.
And there will be required. They don't have a rally. Getting close to that grab for Prophet. That's their win condition.
The bomb is up over the top here from Gods. Looking to close out this round as they are in overtime. Answering bomb from Fury. Unable to find anything, but he will make it back into the mech. So far, an exchange on the Rhine to Shark and Jester both get taken down. Sound barrier shield's going to be expiring. Now still pushing forward, looking to finish off on 37, but he can't quite get him. And Prophet's going to be taken down. Now Fury way into the back line towards the spawn. He's going to get popped out of the mech. Spitfire in the meantime have been able to flip this point into their favor, but now they have to try to win this extended fight. That's going to be with the grab coming through. Transcendence going to be expired, but Mendoza and Fury instantly getting melted down. The shatter not going to be able to find much else other than God. The flip back through, OT ticking away. Looks like we got one more round of Ilios coming up as Toronto takes Bruins. Drops that bubble, try to stay safe. Trying to cleave as many people down as he possibly can. With Aid's help, they will be able to eliminate Gesture. Murdering falling low, Prophet's going to be taken out. All of this, 2 kills, only at the cost of God's mech, and he's nearly halfway back to making it back through. So first cap here on Well, going to be going the way of Toronto Defiant again. This final round, and Toronto Defiant look to take the first map in this series.
Playing such a defensive style, punishing Nuss there with the bomb. One last chance here for the Spitfire now, with no ultimates, and it doesn't look likely.
They have to stay glued to this point. That OT can start ticking away very quickly. Pile driver in from Fury. A couple knockups. He's still wrap back around and play on the point. The adaptive shield going to be used. Now it's going to be taken down. Transcendence out from Mendoza now as they try to miraculously swing this back into their favor. Lob in on the grab from Ivy, catches Jester. He'll be taken down, and that's going to be it. The rest of them zoned off the point. Toronto Defiant they'll be able to take Ilios with the 2-1.
Knowing their win condition, knowing they had to use their support ult second there, taking a decisive fight from the defender's standpoint, stepping off the point even. Great play from Toronto.
Well, and as Gons, we talked about this in the beginning, do we get to see his Sombra play?
Yeah.
He's here, he's ready. Minefield coming down to try to keep them contained inside. Several of them are going to get cleared up here at the start, but already 1.5 ticks going to be snagged. 3 members going to be hacked down the side of London as that EMP drops. Prophet wasn't one of them, but he still gets taken down nonetheless. Diving wraps around the back, looking for a potential target for this barrage. That comes up over the top, knocks Fury out of that mech now, does not have to worry about a defense matrix. Take him down naturally, holding on to the ult.
He wants to use it for B if he can. He wants to be greedy here, and it's going to work out that way.
Jester going into the pin, that means he's going to be pushed off the point here for the moment. He's going to slowly tick up, but now AIM 937, both going to be eliminated. Are he falling low? Going to get cleaned up, and because he doesn't use the barrage, that might have actually cost them this attack here on A.
You know,
makes their way over onto the point. We're able to grab those first 2 ticks, so they start close to their goal. Minefield going to be dropped in. Shark trying to keep them all baited away. Ivy drops in with a barrage. Prophet going to be taken down, but Nusable coming up with that kill from range. But Ocean still just sitting in the back here in the garage and taking pot shots. Well, he keeps everybody else topped up. Trying to get the sleep start there onto Gods. The EMP does come through. It's just 4 members, but Nuss comes in with a sound barrier to try to close out this full hold here on A. As Aiden keeps going lower and lower. Things start looking good. They can't make it back in. And London Spitfire will be able to hold this.
Let's see what God's can accomplish here against the 3-3 now on the Sombra. You know, this is a really big test for him because he's going to have to be the one that cheats ult economy and brings them back from the brink here and gets them a fuller hold.
Instantly taking a lot of damage there from Prophet and the rest of them. Shark just going to be taken out in the front lines, and God's just now exceeding 60%, getting closer to 70 towards that EMP, but he needs it right now. They do not have time to waste, and it seems like he's just not going to get the opportunity. Will get taken out by Prophet. The cleanup coming through. Neko, all by his lonesome, will be the last one to go down, and London Spitfire will tick up to victory. The series about to be tied 1-1. Shark, he tags in for just a moment, but that's all she wrote for Volskaya, ladies and gentlemen. We have a series on our hands.
Practically no contest from the Defiant there. Gods didn't even have enough time to build an EMP. Shark is once again isolated and killed, and that's all it takes. We've got a series on our hands, as you say, all tied up. That alone, we see it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, average time to build 55 seconds there. 4 minutes, so looking very good. Okay. If you really want to play some matches, either way, dangerously close. A second does go a long way in Overwatch League, but already the kills coming in for the London Spitfire. Just kept sweeping Toronto under the rug here on this first push. So getting ready to establish a very large time bank. We'll not be able to see that yet here. Prophet will toss down. Shatter coming in. Catches Ivy over on the side. The beat's going to be good. Run to the 5. They look to stabilize. Finally stop this cart in its tracks. And since used 5 minutes to try to keep everybody alive. And Nestle moving on to the beat. Now going to be dropping it.
They can win this still.
Jester does fall low. And now as they push forward, Birdring will clean up Ivy. An extended fight here. Toronto looking like they might have been able to take it. But Spitfire come out on top again.
Incredible play by Nuss. He sees that they are focusing Shark down again, and they don't have the damage without Prophet. He dies early in the fight. They don't have enough damage. You know, aggressively Nuss is playing, trying to look for Shark again. Here's the bomb.
Bomb going to be thrown down. Shark going to get sent to the ground, and even with that Transcendence coming through, it's not enough to save him. Jester claims the life of his enemy Ryan. Now pushes forward, looks for a little bit more. His Hype 37 falls dangerously low. Haven't been able to finish him off yet, but they'll take Ivy instead. Get rid of the damage, and now clean up the remainder. Cart going to start rolling through again as Gons gets left to his own devices in the back line.
It's just that classic combo, bomb shatter. The Ryan's going to have to look one way or the other in case all Spitfire is focusing you.
Grab coming out, the beat is there. He's trying to keep his team alive. Jester going to be taken down. Now the charge forward here, Toronto Defiant finally winning a fight, finally stabilizing and stopping this card for the first time since we started this attack on Hollywood. Still with 3 minutes in the time bank here for the Spitfire. Bomb into the back from Fury, manages to clip Ivy, they take him down. 937 with a sliver of HP, minus the 5. Shatters it from Shark, stuns up 2. Notion, however, going to be using that Transcendence to keep the fight going and try to keep it in favor of the London Spitfire, which so far it very much is. Fury nearly gets taken out of the mech, but seems like he will be able to survive. Gods has nowhere to go. He'll just get popped out of the mech, cleaned up. They're getting ready to cruise in, just have to get rid of that Zarya. The rest of them grabbed off over onto the side, and London Spitfire make it look easy here on Hollywood.
Something's going to have to change in this series with all defense long right behind here. They're going to try to punish him.
Another grab ready to come in. Oh man, another massive bio grenade out from Bedosian. This means that they just don't stand a chance.
You go in there, and then you're up against Prophet's beam, 100 energy he had at that moment. There's no way you survive. We're changing the way they're playing this. They once again get faked this time.
So much damage coming through. God's gets pushed off over to the side. The shatter, however, coming in from Shark's gonna be absolutely huge, but the beat from Nuss is perfect. Help keep them alive. The Baby Diva gonna be finished off. Pit from Jester, unable to find anything, but now he can push forward. Has this shatter ready to go as soon as that grab expires, but never mind. Doesn't need it. Just save it for the next fight, Jester. The grab alone is enough to clean him up.
And the trance being used here is the worst of all.
Fire, so certainly could be another opening, but he needs his grab to stick. Fury, not going to be able to find Need this time. Drops the bomb defensively to try to zone them back, but he's going to get taken down, as does Gesture, as they drag him out of the fight with a right pan. And on the point now, starting to tick up. Bedosian's into the back. Gets that over back for a little bit, but it's not enough to keep him sustained. Suddenly, it looks like Toronto Defiant have finally broken through. We'll be able to get this cap here onto A.
They have done it. Very close call there.
Juggled around a little bit as his Gesture. Shatter comes in, catches Bird Ring. Answering Shatter straight into the shield again, but they help team time, it would seem, for Gesture. The cleanup kills start coming through for Toronto. Like you said, need to win every single team fight. That's one of many more to come. But they get the victory and the cart can advance. Echo dives down, jumps into that with the Transcendence rolling, trying to get the ball topped up now. Ivy hitting his straight on a Gesture shield. He's gonna get dragged out. They don't have the shield to block it. That sets up for a double kill from Gods. Fantastic pin there from Shark. Takes Gesture out of the fight. They cannot block the Diva Bomb. And suddenly, Toronto Defiant rolling through onto B. They get that time bomb again, less than what London finished with, but they can still finish this and have a chance to close out Hollywood.
Absolutely, that's the key here. And they are making this work. Gesture gets picked. They are rolling with the momentum they have right now. They're chasing, staggering kills. This is exactly what you have to do.
He's gonna be looking for it. You know that grab's gonna be online, but doesn't have the D-Matrix ready to go. Shatter out from Gesture again, not gonna be able to find anything in Gesture. Or Gods rather has the bomb up into the front. Bird Ring pushes forward, raises his shield, blocks that out for his team. Looking for the pin there. Gesture manages to knock one, but it's gonna be the Shatter coming in. Takes Prophet and Gesture down to the ground. The ladder is gonna fall. Fury with a bomb over onto the side, unable to clip anyone. Kills start coming through. Toronto Defiant moving back on the push. London Spitfire now really just gonna have to start worrying about if they can force this into overtime. Far behind with the Transcendence, could not keep him up. Still comes in, another grab, gonna connect. This time he pushes forward, 100 energy, Shatter for good measure. Shark knocks him to the ground to ensure success. Bedosian's zoned out over on the back.
They can do it, they can do it.
Gonna be taken down, 4 seconds remaining. Gesture, he tags back in. Can he force the overtime? They take him down, it will go into overtime. London Spitfire barely hold out to force down the time bank. So close for the Toronto Defiant. Makes him a bit beefier. Pushes back in. Gods just cannot mitigate the damage. Now the back is gone. The grab will come through. Neko cannot survive. They have no support ultimates to try to sustain through this one. The answering grab comes in, but the Shatter is good from Gesture. And London will clean up the Toronto Defiant, barring a 6-man ult from Gods. It doesn't happen. He doesn't get anything. They tick their way up. It's 2-1. One final map for London, and they will be able to take this series. Last legs here for the Defiant. It is an issue to see that they're unable to capitalize, but maybe because of the stat comparison here, how he's playing against Gesture, we're going to be seeing him subbed out, and Yakpung going to be coming back in.
Yeah, Yakpung. Been a little while. We haven't seen him since stage 2.
But so far, Toronto able to find that first pick as Prophet will be taken down. And Gesture, these people are not looking to solve, but after his echoes, as he will be eliminated by Fury coming in behind with those rockets, counting him down. Aid now also going to fall. No supports here for Toronto Defiant. Charge coming up from Yakpung. Will be able to take down Bedosian. Turns around. He gets a Shatter.
Welcome back.
Oh man, welcome back indeed. Might have just single-handedly turned that one around, and he has!
Well, he has certainly silenced the critics, at least for the moment here, as he comes back in. Toronto fans everywhere.
This is going to be taken down. Bomb out from Gods, unable to find any kills, but will make it back into the back safely. Alongside the help of Aid with the sound barrier. Another Shatter comes in. He knocks 3 to the ground. Fury's taking a nap. The extended team kill comes through, and Toronto Defiant holds strong.
Most terrifying moment is this grab.
Does come through, Ivy. Solo ulted, Bird Ring able to find the kill. Toronto Defiant still going to be looking to come up with a victory in the fight. Fury sleeping for now. Neko able to nail with that sleep dart. Just getting the bubbles, trying to stay alive. Yakpung falling lower and lower. The fire strike will finally finish him off as London looks to advance through on to A. They will be able to do. just shy of a minute on the clock there. Now going to get bumped up to 3:25. Still swinging away, trying to find any kills so far. Prophet pushes forward. Grabs are going to be out from either side, as are those self-destructs, but Fury going to be taken down, so Gods comes up with a kill in the fight. We've already seen just how many ultimates have been used. Every shot from Youngpunk! He does it again! 5 members, everybody on the line in Spitfire, knocked to the ground. The kills come through!
And not to mention, in the previous fight, Gesture dropped behind the entire team.
Still going to be taken down by Mendoza, denying the remake of Baby Diva. Shadow going to get dropped, finds Gesture alone. It's not going to be enough here. You would expect the Toronto Defiant. It's juggled into the back, going lower and lower, and finally taken down by Prophet. Cart holding here for the moment, but 8 will get taken down. They'll continue to advance. Down to the wire on the time bank again here for London Spitfire. But a second lease on life, a minute and 50 on the clock.
And this looks like the beginning of the end of this attack.
Bubble out onto Aid, but instantly gets melted down. Godsmack, same story for that. They boom Yakpung up into the air. They nail the shatter. Gesture. And that's that on the board. Just a little bit more here. Neko will swap over onto the Wrecking Ball. But kills just gonna get cleaned up here. Grab for good measure in case anyone tries to make it back. London Spitfire will be able to finish Gibraltar with time in the bank. Drop down coming through very aggressively here from Spitfire. I think he's that bubble just in time to keep himself alive, but I don't know how long it's gonna last. Not very. It is clearly the answer, as Bosun will be able to scoop the kill. Follows up with a double, and Gods, can he make it back with the mech intact? Nope.
Incredible lead here for the
12% away, nearly. Has that Graviton Surge online, but needs to land, and they need to get that follow-up kill. The door is trying to take this one away. Fury, he denies it again! How many times in this series alone can he do it? Takes that one out.
It's not enough,
Despite
though.
that, the cart will still roll through. But correct me if I'm wrong, I think Fury just tied the record or exceeded it with that grabbing. So still a huge moment for him individually. Two murdering him. Either going to be eliminated. Answering grabs out from either side. Just everybody, an amalgamation on this corner. But Yakpung comes up with the first 2 kills. Toronto Defiant. They go ahead, they fill up that kill feed, and now can start getting the cart rolling again.
Do this.
As long as that grab doesn't get eaten, Yakpung getting juggled around, going lower and lower. Cesare Bubble starts pushing forward. Looking for an opportunity to use that for the shatter. Goes in for the pin. Gesture gonna get caught. One final hammer swing takes away. Fury finds another one. Fury just stretching that lead as much as he can, but the fight still looks good for Toronto Defiant. Maybe it's a curse. He benefits from it personally for his statistics, but his team suffers a loss in the fight.
Yakpung pulls Gesture out of the fight, kills him, and then that's how you know. And now he's split spawned as well. Massive. He's gonna have to jump off. Now they're down on ultimates.
Prophet being sneaky. Comes around the back. The grab comes in. Neko instantly melted. Bumper-esque moves there from Prophet. Slips around the back. They did not see it coming. Gods, he's just jumping off the side.
This is just buying time.
Yeah, he just wants to play up into the faces. Fury coming to Fury around the back.
Same
Look at
damage.
the health bars melting down. Neko instantly crumbles. Now Ivy cleaned up. London Spitfire. They don't want to go to overtime rounds here at Gibraltar. They just want to close this out. Save Transcends now out from Neko. Prophet holds on to another grab, and this early usage could cost them, because now it comes in. Shatter is down, catches no one, and London Spitfire will win the fight. They will take the series. 3-1 in the end. Toronto looking better, but unable to get those crucial map wins on the board to try to get some more maps for that differential. London just take it at the end.
3-1.
Let's see who our player of the match is, presented by Omen by HP. And, I mean, it's really none other than Fury. And it's hard to make a case against him, honestly.
I mean, he's not only did he negate a ton of Graviton surges in this game, but his positioning punched everybody apart, especially on Hollywood. But he was able to threaten high grounds on Gibraltar. Bombs coming through, punishing a lot of what Defiant was doing. And, I mean, overall, if you had to pick one player on the Spitfire, I think Fury had the most consistent performance across. And now, if you look at his stats here, 5 ultimates negated, that ties Janu's record for a single map, but that's number 2 to his own, which is 6.
Yeah.
It wasn't able to tie. So this isn't even his final form, but we know that he is capable of so much when he has that ability. Some of the fights he took it away, they ended up losing, but you could see he's always ready, losing fight or winning fight.